life before Purify was absolutely awful. I've been suffering from IBS and diverticulitis and had many recurrences over a period of time.
I was suffering from a constant low-level feeling of anxiety that I'd wake up with in the morning, and it would go on all day until I went to bed. By the end of the day, I had bloated belly, I had acid reflux going on.
Before Purify, I was really struggling. I had bloating, I was very fatigued, totally lethargic.
Well, I was 16 stone. I'd just gone to the doctors. I'd been told I was pre-diabetic.
So I was in a really dark place, suffering from anxiety and depression before the programme, struggling to juggle a 24/7 senior corporate career and being the best possible mum I could be to my then 2-year-old twins. I just felt like I was failing and I was gaining weight. I was tired all the time. It just wasn't pretty.
Before Purify, I didn't have a life. I was simply existing, and there was no enjoyment at all. I was just dragging myself around. Everything was an effort.
I spent the previous 20 plus years probably feeling tired all the time.
I was really feeling pretty miserable and in a constant state of being overwhelmed by anything.
I was exhausted. I'd had interstitial cystitis for about a year and a half and had had a few rounds of antibiotics.
I had bra bulge that I really couldn't shift no matter what I tried, diet and exercise.
All of the episodes of gout I was getting in my feet and my hands and my elbows, which were incredibly painful.
My sleep was terrible. I didn't get a full night's sleep.
So my fears and reservations before doing Purify were all around my own personal lack of discipline, because I'm not very good at sticking at things generally. And of course all those fears were unfounded and I managed to follow it really quite easily.
Honestly, by this point I had little reservation because I knew the power of the gut-brain axis and completely trusted the therapist who took me through the programme.
I was so desperate to try anything not to feel tired all the time that I didn't have any reservations. My only fear was that it wasn't going to work, and it felt like my last solution.
I guess the main concern I had about the programme was like giving up some habits and crutches that had kind of snuck in. Things like the coffee and the alcohol. I was kind of curious though. I was wondering what perhaps life would be like without those, reliant on those things. So I was prepared to give it a go.
So I did have a few reservations about the Purify programme. The length of time. Would I be able to do 21 days of a Purify programme myself? Because it was something quite new to me, this idea of going on a plan. I do have a plant-based diet, and so I'm quite choosy about what I do eat, but I don't have to restrict myself in any way. And I suppose I was a little bit concerned about, was it going to be too restricting for me? Was I going to be hungry? And those kind of things. But I was pleasantly surprised once I got going with the programme that this was not the case at all. And in fact, there are so many products in the kit that if anything, you feel really satisfied with what you have on the programme.
Before starting, I was quite worried about it. I didn't know how I was going to react to it, but what I found was the information was really clear, it was easy to follow, and it gave me new insights into what I needed to do to change my life.
It was really easy to follow.
For me, the programme was a really incredible learning journey, basically, where I shifted lots of habits that I'd had for a lifetime.
My experience was really exciting. I did feel real changes quite early on.
How was the programme? The programme was amazing, completely life-changing. It was really structured and quite easy to follow.
I think the products were very pleasant to taste. I didn't have any objections to taking the product.
I actually found it very easy to do whilst travelling.
The programme for me was absolutely brilliant. It retrained me and my eating habits have changed completely.
I really enjoyed the support that I got from obviously my mentor and the WhatsApp support groups.
I would say that by day 8 I felt like Tigger. I didn't need to set my alarm in the morning. I woke up, I'd slept like a log. I felt so refreshed when I woke up in the morning. bouncing out of bed and full of energy.
I started to feel better immediately, as if a weight had been lifted. And after a few detox symptoms in the middle of the programme, I then started to improve again towards the end.
I really liked the structure of it. I really liked the accountability throughout. That really did help me to keep on track.
I think the layout of the programme is really, really good, and I love the fact that it breaks into 3 separate phases in a way, so that you don't ever get stuck in any particular phase. It breaks that 3-week period up for the people that are afraid of doing it like I was. I found that really quite easy.
I loved the online support system with the chat groups, and also my mentor kept me very much on track, which I really, really appreciated.
Well, now having done the program, I wake up and I am actually awake and ready for the day. I get out of bed and I'm motivated, I'm productive, I have clarity and focus.
The biggest thing that came out of doing my Fuse Purify was that I no longer crave sugar.
Well, I feel the best I have ever felt. I had no idea it was possible to feel this well. I've got plenty of energy, I'm motivated, I've lost my bra bulge.
I can stay awake till 10 o'clock at night, I can get up early in the morning, I've got lots of energy.
I have so much more energy and I can cope with a whole lot more stuff. I process so much more information. Memory is better, my concentration is better.
That feeling of anxiety is gone. I have no pain in my body whatsoever, no back pain, nothing.
But the biggest thing of all to me is the mental, emotional sense of well-being I have. I have a real sense of resilience.
The depression and anxiety is a distant memory, and physically I feel great.
It's like having my own self back. That's how it felt like to me. And I lost some belly fat as well, which I was really pleased with, and some centimetres off my body.
Very, very clear sense of what's good for me, what isn't, and just how well I can feel when I really listen to my body.
Well, now I need a full and productive life, and above all, an enjoyable life.
I've lost over 2 stone. I am off any medication. I am not on statins. I am no longer pre-diabetic. I went to the doctors and had that checked. I haven't had an episode of gout or arthritis for 2 years since doing the program, so life is very different.
One of my autoimmune diseases has literally gone away. I've had biopsies, it's no longer there. My metabolism has sped up significantly and I feel like I'm 10 or 15 years younger.
Look at the people that have done it already. Listen to their stories. Listen to the people whose lives have been changed through doing this program. It comes with a full 90-day money-back guarantee. Just do it.
Such a difference to my health, I cannot even begin to tell you.
Go for it. Don't carry on living with health issues that impact your everyday life, because you really don't need to. You take charge, do the program, go for it. It's awesome.
Just go for it, it's amazing.
If you're thinking about doing the Gut Reset program, I can 100% tell you to do it. You've got nothing to lose and everything to gain. It has changed my life completely and I'm so glad.
I would say don't hesitate. It's the best thing that I've ever done, and the program honestly works and the support and advice is phenomenal. So don't hesitate.
Just do it. You've got nothing to lose at all, and you never know what you might experience. You might just get your old self back.
You have absolutely nothing to lose. You will just feel so much better than where you were when you started.
So what I would say to you is just believe in yourself, believe in the program, and have confidence that you are giving yourself the best possible gift of health and well-being for now and for the future.